Camera, guys. Action. Pero no.
Ayaw, nasa ako.
Are you go?
We are go. Guys, camera, action.
Hello everyone, good evening. So we are the group 1 and we will be your teachers for this week and for the next week. So before we start our discussion, let us introduce ourselves first. Starting with
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Leah Jane Ramsey.
Good afternoon again. I am Jomar Princess Aylonga.
And I am Kathleen S. Uba.
I am John Kenneth Aguirre.
I am Michael Gideon G.
Good afternoon once again. I'm Rosemary.
And I am Balimit Jmar.
And I am Alina Marie Ongo.
And we are the group 1. So before we start our class, I want everyone to please stand for the prayer. So the student whose name that starts with letter C will lead the prayer. So his name is Chami, letter C. Chami, can you please lead the prayer?
Father, our heads and the presence of our God. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Lord, good afternoon. Thank you for having my classmates here today.
Go!
Okay, hello, good afternoon once again. So before we start our class, I want everyone to please stand for the prayer. So the student whose name that starts with letter D will lead the prayer tonight. So Danilo, can you please lead the prayer?
Please bow our heads and feel the presence of God. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Okay. Okay, thank you. You may now take your seat. Okay, so before we go to our discussion, let's check first the attendance. So, Secretary Rontal, where are you? Is anyone absent for today's discussion?
No, sir. Everyone is present.
Alright, very good, thank you. Thank you, Rontal. So, before we formally start our discussion, I want everyone to please stand again, as we will be having our short energizer. So this energizer is a short dance energizer. So this energizer has 4 steps. So the first step is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, do you get it? Yes! Okay, let's do it with the music. Alright. Okay, everyone, cooperate. 1, 2, 3. Faster. will hear our topic for today, I have pasted a paper under your armchair and I want you to look over it. And the student who has it will stand and then share his or her insights or ideas about it. Who has the paper? Yes, Fernandez. What? Yeah. So can you please share to the class what is your insights or what do you understand about the illustration?
I think it's a way of communicating. So this is the sender and it's the message. And Kanisha is the medium and the receiver and the receiver is feedback. So Kanisha, ang mga salakyan is eliminate the barriers in communicating. And Kanisha, mga elements of
Yes, very well said. Thank you, Fernandez. Now, do you have an idea what will be our topic for tonight? For today, rather. Yes, Ryan. What do you think will be our topic for today?
I think our topic for tonight is all about the elements of communication.
Any other hand? Wala na? Yes, Virginia.
I guess our topic for today, sir, is all about the types of communication.
Yes, that's right. So our topic for today is about communication processes, principles, and ethics. So communication, when we say communication, it is derived from the word communis, meaning common. In general, communication refers to reciprocal exchange of informations, ideas, facts, opinions, beliefs, feelings, and attitudes through a verbal or non-verbal means between two people or within a group of people. So, every time communication happens, just like chit-chatting with your friends, that is already a communication. Just like we just did earlier, that is already a communication because I asked you a question and you responded. So that is already a communication. As long as there is an exchange of information between two people, that is communication. Now, there are also other sources that they define communication in their own way. So who can read? Yes, I am.
Communication. It is a process by which information is exchanged between individuals through a common system of symbols and signs of behavior. It is an interchange of thoughts, opinions, information by speech, writing, or signs.
Right, thank you. So even though they have different definitions, the similarity of thoughts is still there, right? Yes. Right. Now, so I have here an illustration called communication process loop. So, sorry kay Kang Shabir siya gamay kay. Pagkilay mo kita sa akin. So, I will just read it for you. So this is noise, sender, encoding message, message channel, decoding message, receiver, and then message channel, or this is the feedback. So I will give you 1 minute to take a look at the illustration, analyze the illustration, and after that, I will call somebody or anyone who can share his or her thoughts about the illustration. So your time starts now. Okay, time is up. So, can anybody wants to share his insights about the illustration? Anyone? Yes, Cheska.
So the illustration shows the process of communication wherein the 7 elements are processed.
Yes, very good. Any other hand? Malingit, you want to answer?
So the communication process involves several components which are receiver, message, medium, and feedback.
Okay, thank you. That is correct. Now, so communication process, this is the communication process loop. So we have here, it is break down into several key elements. So first, we have the sender. So the sender is the person or the entity who initiates the communication. So they have an idea or message on what they want to convey to the receiver. Next is the encoding of the message. So when we say encoding, this is the process of converting the message received by the receiver. And then after that, moagi siya sa message channel or the medium. This is the way in which, in what way napadala ang message sa receiver. For example, through email, through phone calls, through letters, through televisions, or even radios. And then, dali na mo interfere ang noise. So noise is the interference or disruptions that disrupts the communication. It could be a physical noise. For example, loud sounds around you. So it can be people, it can be animals, or it can be vehicles. It could also be a psychological noises, like for example, distractions or biases. Or it could be even a semantic noises, for example, misunderstanding due to the different interpretations of the words or messages. Okay, so after that, sa noise, there's a message channel. It's time for decoding the message. So when we say decoding the message, this is the process of decoding the message that the receiver received from the sender. So after that, the receiver will receive the message. So the receiver is the person who will receive the message. So the receiver is responsible for decoding the message on what does it mean, and he or she has the responsibility to know what does it mean or what does the concept of the message mean. And after that, the diagram illustrates the feedback loop. So as you can see here, the curved line represents as a feedback of the receiver to the sender. So this is the message channel in which in what way the message was sent to the receiver. So feedback is very important because it ensures effective communication. And this could also help the sender to change its communication style to clarify any misunderstandings. So to furthermore understand the communication process, my co-teacher, Miss Mary Angel Matos, will take over.
Okay, no? So since you already know about the communication process, so now let's proceed to the 6 elements of communication. Okay. So sender, everyone can you read?
Sender, also known as the encoder, decides what message to be sent and the best or most effective way that message is sent. It is the sender's job to conceptualize or form a concept of idea.
Okay. So sender is the source of the communication. So sender, it is the sender uses the words, symbols, gestures to share their thoughts, ideas, and information to the receiver. So in short, sender is the one who begins the communication. So next, we have medium. So everyone, can you read?
Medium. It is a medium form which the message takes.
For example, the message may be communicated in the form of a letter, an email, or face-to-face in the form of a speech, also known as the message.
Okay, anyone from the class who can share their ideas and thoughts about the medium? Right, Alexander?
So medium, in simple word, we can say that it is a channel wherein the message are delivered to the receiver. So in other words, it's a loop or a passage going to the receiver wherein the message will go.
Okay, very good. So medium is the content on what was the sender conveying the message to the receiver. So when we say medium, so it is the core of the communication process as it implies the ideas, thoughts, and feelings of the receiver as it responds to it. So in short, sender and the receiver. So next we have channels, so everyone can read.
Channels is responsible for the delivery of the chosen message form. For example, post office, internet, television, and radio.
Okay, channel. So when we say channel, it is the medium or the method used to convey the message from the sender to the receiver. So when we say channel, it is the from the it can be significant to it. Significant that impact the message that impact the message impact the message in order in different understand. Wait. Okay, channel. So channel can be significantly impact to the in different what's that? Channel it is significantly impact to the message and different classifications of channels of communication. So first, first the visual. So visual refers to the facial expressions, the body language, gestures, and the written words. And the second one is the auditory visual. So it refers to the spoken words, telephone, or mobile communication. For example, given or radio, voicemail, etc. And for the third one, the tactile channel. So refers to the touch sensations and therapeutic touch, etc. And for the last one, the combined channel. So it refers to the audiovisual media consoling a person with touch and spoken words. So and for the first one, the receiver, so everyone can read.
Receiver. The receiver is responsible for extracting or decoding meaning from the message. The receiver is also responsible for providing feedback to the sender. It is his or her job to interpret.
Okay, so when we say receiver, it is by group or individual to whom the message is being sent. So the receiver, also known as the audience or the decoder, who play the crucial role in interpreting and understanding the message. So the task of the receiver is to decode the message, which means translating the message by the sender who uses words, gestures, and body language. So for the fifth one, feedback. So everyone,
Feedback. It is a return message sent by the receiver to the sender. This is important as it determines whether or not the decoder grasps the intended meaning and whether the communication was successful.
Okay, so when we say feedback, it is the information or the response sent by the receiver to the sender. So when we say the purpose of the feedback is to ensure that the message is being understood as intended and to clarify misunderstandings. So and for the last one, the noise, everyone can read.
Noise. This is a factor that inhibits the conveyance of the message. Noise is everything that interferes with communication.
Okay, noise. When we say noise, it is the interference that distorts the transmission of the message. So these barriers can be physical, such as background noise that involves the misunderstanding due to the language differences or the jargon. So that's the six elements of the communication. So what are those?
The
Sender, feedback, feedback, noise.
Good. So since you already know about the six elements of communication, so I think you are now ready to learn another topic. So may I now call on teacher Jomar Edonga to
Kailangan mo ka-reporter ka.
So good evening everyone. I am Jomar Princesa Edonga. So as we continue our discussion, so we already know that communication is considered to be one of the essential soft skills a person should have. So it is very useful for interpersonal relationships towards others. So communication has different types. Types of communication vary depending on the different bases, which are is
Based on the means of delivering the message, based on the purpose of communication, based on the level of communication, based on the pattern of communication.
So thank you. So let's start our discussion for the first type of communication. It is based on the means of delivering the message. So class, in your day-to-day life, how do you communicate with your loved ones, and also how do you express your emotions towards them? So Chami.
So I communicate with my loved ones by expressing my message honestly and openly. There was a time when I was running down the stairs carrying my dad's laptop, and he was very mad that he cursed at me. So I went to my room and I cried. And then he went to my room the next day, and it was very unusual for us to not talk even a single day. So he asked me, "What's wrong with me?" Then I said to him that I was really hurt that you cursed me just because of the laptop. So he apologized and I accepted his apology. So I truly believe that having an honest, clear, not pretending communication, it will help you avoid misunderstanding. Thank you.
So thank you for sharing your experience. So class, let's give a hug for Shami. Hug. So Chami expresses her feelings or emotion through verbal communication. So verbal communication is, of course, through the medium of spoken or written. So in verbal communication, we really take in our mind that it uses language, vocabulary, and other relevant messages that are connected on that. So next, we have here some type of verbal communication, spoken communication, written communication, telephone communication, and electronic communication. And I believe that all of you are familiar with the spoken communication and written communication. And anyone in the class can share their ideas on what is telecommunication and electronic communication. Okay, Rana.